Okay, so when we have equations like this, the best way to do it is to first look and see if it's a literal equation. Remember, literal means it has more than one variable, more than one alphabet letter. And here we've got, an X, 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 no other alphabet letter. So you can have multiple of the same letter, that's fine. But if you have more of a different letter, that's what makes it literal. So this is not a literal equation. This is just like what you're used to solving, just a regular equation. So we're going to draw our line down the middle. We're going to make an X side and an EE. It doesn't matter which side you have it on. Then we see if we can combine like terms. On this side, I've got negative 7x and negative 3x. They both have the same last name, so I can combine them. Their last name's X. So negative 7 minus 3. Remember, same signs we add. So negative 7 minus 3, we add the numbers and keep the sign. So 7 plus 3 is 10, and we keep the negative sign, and his last name is still X. And we still have this plus 2 hanging out. He couldn't be combined because he didn't have the same last name. And over here, there's nothing I can combine on the right. They don't have the same last name. Now my goal is to add or subtract to get all the x's on one side, everything else on the other. So I'm going to add 8x over here. I'm going to do the opposite since it's negative. Whatever I do on one side, I've got to do to the other side. Negative 8 plus 8x goes away. Negative 10 plus 8. So we get negative 2x plus 2. And on this side, we have negative 8. Well, now I've got to move this plus 2. He didn't belong on the x side. He didn't have an x. So I've got to do the opposite or the inverse, minus 2 to both sides. Well, positive 2 minus 2 goes away. I'm left with negative 2x and negative 8 minus 2, same signs we add. So I get negative 10. And then I divide by my coefficient. So this negative 2. And I have to do it to both sides. Well, negative 2 on top and bottom goes away. I'm left with x equals, a negative divided by a negative is a positive. 2 goes into 10 5 times. So x equals 5. Now, the other way I would do it would be to get on Desmos. So I would go to Desmos, and I would put y equals everything on my left side that I had. So it was negative 7x. Minus 3x, there's no need to simplify, just plug it in exactly the way you see it, plus 2. That was on the left. Then I click underneath it, y equals everything on the right, negative 8x minus 8. Then I zoom out, because right now I don't see where they're crossing. I'm going to zoom out. Oops, that's zooming in. And right down here, I can see where they're crossing, and it's 5, negative 48, and we only care about the x value of 5. So the answer is 5, and that's what we got when we worked it out by hand. There you go. That's how to solve multi-step equations.